What is up, everybody? It is Og here, back with another video, and today we're going to see if Deadmines is worth it for the horde. So I'm currently gearing up my twink, and one of the pieces that you need is to go over to Deadmines. I figured, you know what, can't normally make this video because Deadmines is normally an alliance instance, but why don't we make this video while we're here, just to see if people would want to come over here and power level through this dungeon as well. The way to get here, for those of you who don't know, is to go over to Gromgol base camp via Zeppelin from Org or Undercity and swim all the way up this left path. It really doesn't take that long, probably about 5 minutes, and then you just come right up this path right here and you're in Moodbrook, which the instance is right there. It's really not that bad, like all in all, running through every mob and everything, probably about 10 minutes total. Really not a bad run at all. So we're going to see whether or not it's worth it. Now the thing we're going to be comparing to is SFK, because most of the mobs here are around 17, pretty comparable with SFK. It's kind of like an RFCF SFK hybrid, but maybe it could get you to the 21 magic level for SM, right? So the main thing that we're really going to want to watch out for in Deadmines. Oh, before we start this, let's look at the hunters level. So 31%, 5977 XP. So let's see how much he gets. The main thing we're going to be wanting to look out for here is just making sure you get every single mob, because the thing about DM is that there's a lot of non-elites and they're just kind of around every corner and hiding, and your level 60 isn't going to aggro them, but your level, your lower level probably will. So make sure that you run around, grab everything. Now if you guys notice a little bit of lag, Comcast currently has an outage in my area, which is why I haven't been able to stream the past couple days, or at least not stream well. And so I'm switching over to Verizon Fios in one day. Super excited about that, but it is causing some delays right now. So here you see there's that one mob that was back there. We're gonna go all the way to the first boss. You'll notice I'm taking some damage, but it doesn't really matter just because these are all these mobs are such low health that by the time we get to the boss, we'll be good to go. So we're gonna wait for them all to kind of stack over here. We're gonna Nova and kind of cold, and they're all pretty much dead. That's one of the nicer things, just because they're all non-elites really. That's just easy to take them down. We have some couple stragglers left, but now we can just kill the boss. All right, so once you do this, I recommend. Ooh, we got a lot of stragglers. Once you just do this, I recommend just wanting and then just bringing over your other tune. Or if it's another person who's actually playing with him, then you can just run over a wall. You're doing all that. We're going to kill the boss real quick, and then what we're actually going to do is open up the door as top priority. It automatically opens, but we're going to watch this, and we're going to watch out for this pat, because there's this evoker pat right there, that if you park your tune, your other guy, right here at the entrance, where you just killed the boss, you're actually going to aggro, potentially, if you don't hit him while you're going through on your 60. So you definitely want to make sure that you take out that ad, otherwise you could potentially aggro them and it'll be a bad day. So quickly loot. I'm just worried about the greens, making sure I get all the twink items if there are any that drops. We're going to target that evoker. Here's the overseer too. So just going to show you guys, if I let this guy go, and let's say that I just happen to run by here and miss that mob, he could potentially pull our ult and cause a bad day. So we're going to keep on running down. We're watching out for the evoker. There's sometimes an elite down here, minor something, I don't know, can't remember, just an added bonus XP. We see the skull coming back up the path, so we're going to make sure that we get aggro of her. We're going to go all the way to the second boss. Again, with the second boss, there's a lot of extra mobs kind of tucked around nooks and crannies, so make sure that you're pulling all these mobs, or else you could potentially have your ult die. Gonna counterspell this back mob, and then I'm gonna blink to the left just because we're gonna start taking some damage, because we got a good amount of mobs on us and they occasionally stun. But it looks like we're getting all the mobs aggroed up here, and so we are going to Nova and take all these mobs down. The thing that I like to do, I couldn't really do it here well just because all the mobs got kind of stacked, is to keep up any evokers. There's a little bit of lag if you guys saw right there. Keep up any evokers. Reason being, we're the spec that we can regen our mana based on getting hit with spells. So that really helps us kind of keep our mana up as we AoE down the rest of the mobs. Once you kill that boss, Sneed drops down. I have to use another pot because I am running I'm just gonna Frostbolt, Cone of Cold, and he'll be dead. No crits. Wow. And you'll see now my hunter is dead. Because... where the heck did this pat come from? I think there's a time delay on this pat being spawned. Because this was actually the pat I was thinking of. But I think there's a time delay. So you just really gotta watch out because at some point they spawn. We didn't see them running down. But they just caused a bad day. So I'm going to run back on my hunter, cut the clip here, and then we're going to continue once my hunter is back in and we can keep on going. Alright everybody, we're back. Now I wanted to show you something because I just remembered something about this particular instance and why these mobs are coming. So after you kill bosses, packs of mobs spawn behind you. Now, it's always these two pats, but they actually... were right here from my hunter when I started running him back in. I was like, oh crap, that's weird. So either keep your tunes really close or wait that extra kind of minute to make sure that you can take care of the mobs and not have your ult die. Alright, so we're getting back to it. Everything should be dead now, all the pats and everything, so we should be good to go. What we can do is we can run down back here and get on to the next part of the dungeon. The nice thing about Deadmines and the bad thing about Deadmines is that it's very structured with doors and bosses that you really need to kill before you move on from them. It's great because you can focus on getting the loot. Bad because you can't really pull as many mobs as you might be able to in an SFK or something like that. So we're going to park the hunter right here. Gotta clear some inventory space real quick. Alright, and we'll keep on going. Now, again, a bunch of non-elites right here, so make sure that you pick them up with your AoE. This pool, we're going to go all the way down into the next boss's room. Here, a previous run of mine, I didn't aggro all the normal mobs, so make sure you pick all them up. And I think we got them all. Now, the quickest way to do this is we're going to run all the way over here to the left. We're going to aggro this mob right here with counterspell, and we're gonna jump down. Now you could blink to not take damage. I messed it up there, but that's okay. We're gonna aggro up the rest of the mobs while the other mobs are patting down the ramp. So the nice thing, it's a long ramp, so it takes them a bit to get down, giving us enough time to aggro up the rest of the mobs in this area. So we got them all aggroed up. We're gonna block. Gonna be pretty close. You want to make sure that you have ice barrier up or your blink when you come down so you don't take a ton of damage. We should be fine. Yeah. We're going to go back in and we're just going to flame strike Cone of Cold to kill them all. Was a kind of close call, but not too bad. We're good at the end of the day. Kill Gilned. And drink up. So we're going to bring down the hunter. Now, this is why you want to make sure that you picked up all the ads, because if you pull one and then you have to jump down to get down to the end of the ramp, because you're going to be killed because it's a long ramp run and the mob, you have no slows or something at this level, you'll probably die. So you want to make sure you pick up all the mobs, but as long as you did, you can easily just jump down with the ult, and you are right there. Quickly loot up here. We got Lavishly Jeweled Ring, which is one of the things that we were hoping for, so that's awesome. That. And the other thing is going to be off Van Cleef, which is the very last boss in the instance, which kind of a pain, just because you have to go through the entire instance to be able to get to it. But that's alright. So we're going to pass on that. Just try to get some more inventory space, make some more money. Alright, same thing here. Now, the difference here is that in order to get into the next room, you're going to need to blow the fuse on this cannon. So what I like to do is aggro up all the mobs to the cannon and then loop back over into this side place. In here, there is the Defias gunpowder, which you pick up to explode the cannon. Nova, we kill, same old, same old. Get all the mobs down, and then we're going to get the gunpowder that we can use to blow up the door. Quickly loot up everybody. Here's another overseer. Now, again, think this might be an overseer that just spawned. So I'm going to go ahead and move the hunter down now. Be kind of preemptive about it, just in case there's another spawn that spawns right here and ends up killing my hunter. That would feel bad, man. So we're going to run him down, and we're going to put him right at the end of the cannon. Now, when you explode the cannon, you're going to get 4 extra mobs that spawn. So just make sure, because they'll probably aggro onto your ult if you have it down here. Oh, look at that. There we go. You'll probably have extra mobs that spawn. Or sorry, you will have extra mobs that spawn, and they will probably aggro your ult. So just make sure you kill them real quick, or at least aggro them before moving on. So here they come. I'm going to aggro them up. Wait here for a second, and I'm going to go to Smite. Now I'm going to stop at Smite. The reason why you need to stop at Smite is that Smite does a 8-second stun. I think it's 66%, and another 8-second stun at 33%. So if you have like 20 some mobs on you, he'll probably kill you. The other reason why is that this is his chest, and at those intervals when he stuns, he goes and he swaps his weapon out. Now if you 1 are stunned, that sucks, but 2, if you're way up at the last boss or something with Smite, there's the 8-second stun, and you have to come he has to come all the way back down here, run all the way back up. It adds a ton of time to your run. You definitely do not want to be doing that. So we're gonna take down Smite. We'll get stunned here again. Another 8-second stun. Really, the hard part with Deadmines is that it's all of these little nuances, the doors, not huge pools, everything like that. Even this stun with the mace, they really slow you down. And while it's like little slows here and there, it ends up adding up to be a good amount. We're gonna run the hunter over real quick. One thing I did want to point out is that the hunter didn't miss any XP, fortunately, when we died to the 2 elites. He got all the XP from the second room, so he really only missed the 2 elite XP, but that really isn't much at all. So still accurate on the XP to be able to analyze whether or not it's worth it, but we did add a little bit of time to our timer, which we're gonna have to keep track of. So we'll loot Smite, no 2-hand mace, Beast Blade, get a couple things, and now we're gonna leave the hunter here, and we're gonna go up. Now at this point, you can run all the way up to the final boss. You could even pull these mobs over to the left and run all the way up. Aggro this mob here. Now since it's on group loot, I don't even need to bring the hunter up, which is nice. The hunter can get all the loot from down there. Don't need to worry about bringing him up necessarily. But we're gonna keep on moving through. Aggro up everything, and the final bosses will be right here. He pats down, and right here. And these are the final bosses of the instance. So we're gonna block right here, and we're gonna let all the mobs kind of group up on top of us. We're gonna get out of block and flame strike, potentially going to cold. The rest of the mobs down. All right, come on, Lucky. All right, come on. Nope, no luck this time. All right, so we're gonna have to run it again. So that's the entire instance. That was 15 minutes and 40 seconds, but we had about 3 to 4 minutes of run back. So let's say it's about 11 minutes per run. All right. So at 11 minutes per run, we were able to get to 62% of our level, and we started off, Hunter out of DC, we started off at 31% of our level. So we got 31% in about 11 minutes. Ultimately, it comes out to about 30 minutes a level. It's not looking like it's worth it, but if there is twink gear, if you just want to run Deadmines for nostalgia, something like that, you guys could definitely come out to this instance and give it a go. It's not going to be bad XP by any stretch of the imagination, and it's fun just to run through old instances. So I hope this helped you guys figure out whether or not you wanted to do some Deadmines runs, get a little idea of how much XP you guys could get by doing the runs, and I will see you in the next video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please subscribe, check out the Twitch, the Discord, the Twitter, follow on all the social media so you can be updated when the next videos will be posted and any future videos. If you have any requests, there's also a request section in the Discord where you can make a request for any video that you would like to see. All right, thank you everybody for watching.